month. Janmashtami festival, we start preparing. So, this Damodar Leela also, we had to prepare ourselves. And real preparation is not from the wealth or body, but real preparation is for our mind. To connecting the mind or focusing the mind on Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Damodar. So the month of October, November, the Kartik month is the month of Damodar. So first day we gave introduction, because beside Damodar Lila Prabhu, everybody there, first time on this series. So first day we discuss about Kartik month, importance of Kartik month, and we discuss that Lord Damodar is the presiding deity of month of Kartik. Damodar, the presiding deity of Damodar is different from Radha Damodar or Yashoda Damodar. Now there are three kinds of Damodar. Lord is the same, but three. One is presiding deity who has his cabinet in Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, there is a Ram Vaikuntha, Narsingh Vaikuntha, Damodar Vaikuntha. All these 12 tilak we do, they have their headquarters in Vaikuntha. Like Keshav, Narayan, Madhav, Govind, Vishnu, Madhusudan, Trivikram, Vaman, Sridhar, Rishikesh, Padmanabh and Damodar. Damodar is the last month. So this is one. Other is Yashoda Damodar. Mother Yashoda, she tied Krishna. The meaning of Damodar is Dama Udara iti Damodara. Dama means rope and Udara means belly. One whose belly was tied by rope is called Radha Damodar. And then there is a pastime which took place in Goloka, that, and same pastime also took place here, that once Krishna was to come and Radharani was waiting for Krishna, but he came late. So when he came late, then Radharani became very upset. To punish Krishna, she tied Krishna with a golden rope. And to release Krishna, Krishna had give a benediction to Srimati Radhika. Radharani asked, Radharani is also a big trader, she is a good business person. So she was not ready to release Krishna. So Krishna asked, okay, what do you want? So she said, because she is very compassionate, she is mother, she is very compassionate. And she said that please give me a word that if anybody who is waiting for you eagerly or intensely serving you, no, you will not take a long time, you will come right away. So any devotee who serves Krishna intensely, Tibrena Bhakti Yogena, then Krishna comes immediately. Like once Prabhupada was asked, how long it will take to be Krishna conscious? How long it will take? Prabhupada said, 1 minute. Then said, no, 1 second. Because Krishna comes immediately. But how? We had to qualify ourselves. Tibreda Bhakti Yogena. So Radharani was waiting for Krishna very eagerly, but took long time. So she was disappointed, and of course he explained that today there was some puja at home. Purnamasi ji had recognized Mother Yashoda didn't allow me to come. That's why I got delay. So she said, all right, fine, but you have to do this thing. So he agreed. Therefore, any devotee, Radharani is our master, she only knows how to serve Krishna. She is our original Guru, Balram, Radharani. So for us, on our behalf, she asked this boon from Krishna. Other pastime happened almost like same in Bhaum Vrindavan here. That once Srimati Radharani was waiting for Krishna, and Krishna was coming, but on the way he got hijacked by Chandravali. Chandravali hijacked Krishna. He could not say no. But Radharani has a very strong CID department. What they call here, FBI? Something. So she had CID department very strong. And immediately she got information that Krishna went to Chandravali. They did not inform that he had been hijacked, but he went to Chandravali. And you all know, as soon as she heard that, हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, सवतिया डा हो जाता है, सौत का डा हो जाता है. So she got very upset, very angry. And when Krishna came, he started apologizing to her, begging forgiveness, trying to play innocent, that look, it's not my fault, I was coming, I was all ready, but I got hijacked. So Radharani forgave, but again, she punished him by taking a creeper and she tied Krishna. So that also time is called Rahadamudar. Two times Rahadamudar, one in Goloka, one here. Padma Purana describes this different pastime. And when Mother Yashoda tied, that time also Radharani has a part to play. Because Mother Yashoda, she tried to tie Krishna, but she was unable to tie. Because whatever ropes she got, there are always 2 fingers short. So all the rope that what she had in her house, garland is very heavy. Rohini. So she got all the ropes, but still she couldn't tie. Of course, Balvacharya explains the reason why she couldn't tie. There are many reasons. And one reason is that there was a conflict between Vatsalya, so there are conflict between Aishwarya and Madhurya. So Krishna cannot be tied by anybody. He had tied everyone in the world. How can anybody tie? He had tied everyone. People who are in sense gratification, they are tied by Maya. Maya, Daivi Hesa Gunamai, Mam Maya. Gunamai means, Guna means rope. So Maya had tied. And one who are devotee, they are also tied by the love of Krishna. So everyone in this world is tied by Krishna. Now how can anybody else tie Krishna? So the Aishwarya Shakti were not allowing Krishna to be tied. But Mother Yashoda was in Vatsalya Bhav, and in Braj, Parakiya Bhave Jahan Brajita Prachar. There is only Madhurya Bhav in Braj. So she wanted to tie. So one finger was for Aishwarya, other for Madhurya. Other example that Krishna, Mother Yashoda wanted to tie, and Krishna do not want it to be tied, because time for him to do some naughty thing. So there are fight between Krishna and Mother Yashoda. So 2 fingers. One can tie Krishna in mood of goodness, not in passion or ignorance. Mother Yashoda was in passion, she wanted to tie. And Krishna is in goodness, so could not be tied. Like that, there are many examples are there. Almost he had 12 or 13 different reasons that why he could not be tied. Mother Jashoda got the rope not only from her house, but for whole Braj and whole Gokul, Anandgam, sorry. She got the rope from Nandgam, everybody's houses. And all the ladies, they came out, said, what is going on? Why Jashoda is taking the rope? And when they saw that they couldn't tie Krishna, and many of them were just smiling and laughing, that look, Jashoda is trying to tie, but she couldn't tie. And they said, Krishna is so small, I can tie my hand. All the ladies were standing, and they were trying to figure it out, I can tie, and everybody was. And they were making fun. And Jashoda could not understand that yes, Krishna's belly is very small, it can be easily tied. Many a time Jashoda had tied by holding him up on, picking Krishna. So she tied, but this time she couldn't tie. So the news went to Varsana that Mother Jashoda is trying to tie Krishna, and she got all the rope available everywhere in Nandgam, but she couldn't tie, 2 fingers. Then Srimati Radharani, she sent her rope. In Sukadeva Goswami said, Drishtava parisrama Krishna kripaya asit subandhane. When Krishna saw that how Mother Jashoda is working very hard, Drishtava parisrama Krishna. When Krishna saw that Mother Jashoda is working very hard, parisram, kripaya asit subandhane. So this word kripaya, Jiva Goswami in Gopal Champu he describes, and other acharyas also. The word kripaya means the rope which was sent by Srimati Radharani. So Radharani is personification of the mercy. She is person of mercy. Krishna has mercy, but that mercy comes from Radharani. It is her mercy. Then he gives to everybody. You see, na? Radha Shakti bina na koi syamal darshan paye. You cannot have audience of the Krishna till you get the blessing of Srimati Radharani. And Radharani is only one who can tie Krishna, nobody else. Krishna is known as Madan Mohan, one who can attract everybody. But Radharani is known as Madan Mohan Mohini, who can attract even Krishna. So this kripaya means the rope which was sent by Srimati Radharani, and that's how Krishna got tied. So in Damodar-ashtakam, in the last sloka is it, Namaste tu damne, aspura dipti damne, tadiye darayata viswastu damne, namo radhikayai, tadiya priyai, namo nantalilaya, devaya tubhyam. Namo Radhikai. By the mercy of Radharani, he got tied. So this way, I explain the different name of Damodar. And then we went on the pastime, that how Krishna, first thing he started doing anything that was stealing at home, butter. And on his own. And that butter also, why he was stealing, not for himself. I explain the whole thing, why he started. For his friend, Mansukha, he started. So anyway, so Mother Jashoda was getting complaint every day about Krishna stealing butter. So one day she started wondering that how is possible. Nand Baba had 9,900,000 cows. And there is special cows, Kapila cows for Krishna. And still, how come that he is stealing water? She couldn't figure out. Then finally she came on conclusion that, this butter is churned by the servants. So maybe Krishna does not like something which is churned by the servant, maid servant, etc. It is true, any food which is cooked by mother, sister, wife or daughter, just by their touch, especially mother, just by their touch, that food has such a wonderful taste. You will not find the taste of the food from Taj Mahal Hotel or 5-star hotel. You only find the taste if it cooked by somebody at home or especially mother. The ladies are very expert in cooking. That's there. Prabhupada said, once Prabhupada was in Juhu, he went in his quarter and his quarter was very nicely clean. Very nicely. So he asked, who did this? So they said, Mother Aditya. So Prabhupada was very happy. He said, yes, this is a natural gift given to women. They are expert in cooking and cleaning. Cooking and cleaning. Of course, the girls who are born in America, they will make their face, different, that we can do also better than the man. No. What Krishna has given in the woman, man may claim that I am first class cook, Srinivasa Prabhu. Man may claim first class. You can cook, but same time if your mother cooks, or some woman touches it, you see the difference of the same sabji or same dal. That tastes different. So anyway, Mother Yashoda concluded that, because servants are cooking, servants are churning the butter, therefore Krishna doesn't like. So she wanted to churn the butter that day. Now, Sukadeva Goswami starts this chapter with a sloka, Ekada Grihadasisu Yashodananda Gehini Karmantar Nijuktasu Nirmanthanam Swayam Dadhi. So the word Ekada, Da means time, like with a Sarvada, same Ekada. So once upon a time, and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said that once upon a time means that was the time of Deepavali. And anyway, in Deepavali, there's so much work at home. Here, America had no work. Like India, there's so much work. Here it is Sunday, Monday or Diwali, doesn't make difference. But there in India, at least in different festivals, have different taste. And Diwali has so much work. House painting, getting the new pots, throwing out the old pot, cloth for everybody. If nothing, making laddu for everybody. Diwali day, right? You remember? Gujarat mein hota hai na? Everybody go to different houses and they get a lot of laddu. That night, nobody eat rice dal, only laddu they eat. A lot of sweet meat and other things are cooked. So a lot of work over there. But Yashoda wanted to do this thing. So she told all her maid servants, Ekada Grihadasisu, mean all the servants of the home. So Ekada Grihadasu, Yashoda Ananda Gehini, Mother Yashoda. One of the Acharya, they said this chapter is called Yashoda chapter. Yashoda means Jasda. This pastime where Krishna and his devotee, they get lot of yash or fame. Krishna got so many names just by this, Makhanchor, like that. Satyabharta Muni describes in Damodar Ashtakam. And so as Yashoda got so much glory that she tied Krishna, nobody else could tie. But she tied Krishna like that. So Yashoda Ananda Gehini, the word Ananda Gehini, wife, they have 13, 14 different names, like Patni, Bharya, Grihini, Ardhangani. So same way, there is a meaning, each one has meaning. And it's a Nanda Gehini. Nanda Gehini means someone who shares her heart feeling to husband. And husband feels, shares his heart feeling to his wife. He called Gehini. Guhya, start from Guhya, Geha. So Nanda Gehini, Yashoda Nanda Gehini. Karamantar niyuktasu. There are so many workwear there at home. So she engaged all the servants in different activities. Nirmanthanam swayam dadhi. And she decided to churn the butter herself. Nirmanthanam swayam dadhi. Swayam means herself. Now, how to serve Krishna, we learn from Mother Yashoda. So that day, anyway, in villages, India was country of village, not city. So, Nandgaon, it was Gaon. Gaon means village. Nandgaon was also a village. So, there are no toilet and bathroom. Earlier, there are no concept of toilet bathroom in the house. Because this is muchi. Even the sewage, you are not allowed to bring sewage inside the house. Outside. And when even concept came in town, if you see the old town like Kanpur, another old town, if you see, many old houses are there, and you will find toilet is separate and bathroom is separate. But see how the time changed. Earlier people used to go in the field. Free, no problem. Now they brought toilet in home. So at least they were keeping separate, bathroom separate, toilet separate. And now bathroom and toilet both in same room. Earlier people will never dare to come with the sewage inside house. Now not only they come in house, even they go in kitchen. Even in temple hall. So this changing just like this. And the culture is changing, which is not the real culture. Real culture is our Vedic culture, which is very, very blissful. So anyway, so old age there are no toilet, bathroom, so everybody had to go in the field. So there was a timing. The ladies used to go in the dark, like 4 to 5 or 5:30, and men used to go little when they are bright from 6 o'clock. And there are no time for children. They used to get at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. They can sleep late, no problem. But not young people. So the system was there that they are forced to get up early morning. Just like in America, thanks to America, system everybody had to go to office at 8 o'clock. So they had to get up 4 o'clock anyway, 5 o'clock. So it's good to get up in Brahmurta. So Mother Yashoda, she got up, took bath, and she puts her cloth. It said, Chaumabasa Pratakatatu. Chaumabasa. She has wear a pure silk sari. Chauma. Prabhupada said, while worshipping Krishna, only two clothes are pure. Silk and cotton. Not the plastic one. Silk or cotton. So Mother Yashoda, she was wearing Chaumabasa, Pitambar, like Krishna wears. And even in even in silk, there are two kinds of silk. One is called Hinsa silk and other is called Ahimsa silk. Like this one is Ahimsa silk, this Chaumabasa, this Chauma. And the thin one silk you get, they have killed by boiling the water, they kill the kukum and then they made the thread from there. So that is Hinsa silk. So again, that is not good. This one is good. The Chauma, thick one. So Mother Yashoda was wearing that and she had tied her, wrist with a rope. Chaumavasa katitataha bandha sutranabdhai. She had tied up. And this way, being nicely dressed, very nicely dressed, put tilak, she had malti flower in her hair, and she had decorated herself so nicely. Sukadeva Goswami describes very nicely each sloka. So this is a teaching, Mother Yashoda is teaching us how to serve Krishna. So many a time, devotee sometimes they ask, some lazy devotee, they ask, Prabhuji, is it necessary to come to Mangala Arati after taking bath? Is it necessary to chant after taking bath? What to say? Something better than nothing, Baba. Chalo, no problem. Come Mangala Arati, that's more important. Chant, that's okay. But best thing is, You take bath, get up early morning, take bath, then come to Mangalarti. You get up early morning, take bath, then you start chanting Hare Krishna. So anyway, and this is what Mother Yashoda is teaching us. We learn from Mother Yashoda how to do all these things. So, Mother Yashoda was ready to serve Krishna and churning the butter. How she churning butter? How to serve Krishna? One thing is be ready, saucham, be clean internally, outwardly. And then why churning butter? Said yani hagitani tadabalak chritani cha dadhi nirmanthane kale tan asmaran gayata. So Krishna has performed several pastimes earlier. Now Krishna was like 6-7 years before. Now he started performing pastime right from when he was 6 days old. Chatti ka dudh piya putna ka. He killed Putna when he was only 6 days old. So, Yani hagitani tadabalak charitani cha. Mother Yashoda made a song of all different pastime of Krishna. And she started singing. Yani hagitani tadabalak charitani cha. Dadhi nirmanthane kale tan asmaran gayata. So, she was remembering different pastime. She was making like poem. She was singing, and by hand she was churning butter. So mansa, vacha, and karmana. All three were engaged in service of Krishna. And when all these three gets engaged, that no matter where Krishna is, he will come immediately, in no time. So real thing, this is blessing of Radharani, when your mind, intelligence, mansa, vacha, karmana gets together, Krishna will come in no time. So the whole process of Krishna consciousness is to bring all these things together. That is perfection of our being devotee. Concentration in service, no laziness. And that time Krishna was sleeping. As I said that earlier, the children had to get up late. He was sleeping. And he got up and he came running. And he hold this churning rod. Nisedhayat. He forbade Mother Yashoda as if your tapasya is done, no more. And when Yashoda was churning the butter, Krishna came and hold it and he climbed on her lap and he started drinking her breast milk. Again, this is ras vichar, or one can understand Krishna consciousness by their emotion. Just like a son, if somebody attached to his son, and son may have grown up, but if you see the small shoes of the son when you are a small boy, as soon as you see this shoes, you remember your son. You remember his childhood and everything. Attachment is there. Same way, Jiva Goswami said, according to our connection to Krishna, according to our attachment to Krishna, we understand things. In Braj, nothing is matter, everything is spirit. Everything is living. So, Nand Baba, as I said, has Kapila cows, and the milk, Kapila cow milk was kept on to boil, to become hot. Now that milk thought, oh, Mother Yashoda's breast is like Kheer Sagar. There's so much milk is there. So if Krishna will drink that milk, what will happen to me? If I cannot be in service of Krishna, then what's the use of maintaining this life? So as if the milk started commit suicide, boiling from the milk pot, and were falling. And as soon as Mother Yashoda saw that milk is falling, boiling, she took Krishna, boom. She made him, she took Krishna out and she went to sip that milk. Now there are other philosophy that when there are devotee, and even if you are serving Krishna, leave the service of Krishna and go and take care of devotees. In 11th canto Bhagavatam, in Uddhav, I mean, Uddhav Gita, it says that no, when you are doing even arati, and if some devotee comes, stop the arati and welcome the devotee, take care of him. Of course, we don't do it, but yes, that is a standard. That is where devotee are worshipped. Krishna said that worship of my devotee is better than my worship. Tadiyanam samarchanam. Serving devotee is higher than Lord Shiva told to Mother Parvati, Aradhananapi sarvesam Vishnu aradhanam param. The greatest is to serve Vishnu. And even better than serving Vishnu is his devotees. So Mother Yashoda knew the philosophy very well. So she went to take care of the milk. And when the milk saw, her mother became very shy. That she was serving Krishna and she left Krishna and came to me. And then milk went down. And by that time, Krishna became very angry. So this is one more other thing to learn, that Krishna wants attention. When we serve Krishna, we should be one-minded, unattentive. Become attentive, not unattentive. We should be serving Krishna attentively. So Krishna became angry and he broke that butter pot. And then he went and he climbed on the grinding motor and was taking the makhan and feeding to monkeys and eating himself. And when Mother Yashoda came, she saw that, the curd is broken and Krishna is not there. So she understood this is the activity of my Shyamsundar. So Sutasya Karja, she understood this is the work of my son. He is the one who broke. So anyway, and so she wanted to punish Krishna. So she went and as soon as Krishna saw and he started running. And she was trying to catch Krishna. Now who can catch Krishna? Even great yogi, they are meditating of millions of lifetimes, still they cannot. Yogir bhi agamya, they cannot even understand. And here in poor Mother Yashoda, she wants to catch Krishna. So finally Krishna said, all right, she has a stick. He said, okay, leave the stick, then you can catch me. Again he got so merciful to Mother Yashoda because she is elderly and she is little healthy also. She was sweating, the flower was coming from her, hair, and she was tired. So Krishna understood, so getting fatigued. Krishna understood and said, okay, if you leave this stick, then I will not run. And she was saying, Raman, stop, I'm coming, I'm catching you. And he was running. So when she threw the stick, then Krishna got caught. And then she took the stick and gave one or two. And then she wanted to tie Krishna. So first she took out that rope. And she started tying. And then the rope became. Then Krishna asked, Are Baba, you already bit me. Leave me alone now. Let me go to play. And she said, no, you have done two mistakes. One is that you broke the pot. For that you got bitten. Other thing, that you are stealing. You become thief. So, she thief had to go to jail. Hathkadi laga karke. Mother Yashoda wanted to tie. She tried all her best to tie. But she could not tie. Finally, Krishna, Drishtva Parishrama Krishna, Drishtva Parishrama Krishna, Drishtva Parishrama Krishna, Asisya Bandhane. He got, he agreed to be tied. So after tying, Mother Yashoda, she went to do all her household work and all this thing. And Krishna was there. Then he looked at two, Jamalarjun tree were there. And when he looked at, then he remembered, these trees are not ordinary tree. These trees are the tree, they became tree, when they were cursed by a great devotee, Narad Muni. They were the son of Kubera. Their name was Kubera and Manigriva. So yesterday we spoke about, that how they became tree. That once Nal Kubera and Manigriva, they are son of Kubera, and Kubera is the Digpal of north direction, and he had a city known as Alkapuri. How many of you have gone to Badrinath? Anybody? So, few hundred kilometers away from Badrinath on the top, if you go, you'll first meet Alkapuri and then Kailash. It's nearby there. So, Kubera is also the treasurer of the demigod. He has so much wealth. And he has so much wealth, so his sons, they were rascal. If somebody has so much wealth, and you will find, usually I'll say 99%, the people who are very rich, their children are high school fail. They are not interested in study. I mean, any children who are really brilliant and who get gold medal and all these things, only people who are common student, not the very rich man's son. Because with the wealth they want into sense gratification, they think, what's the use of studying? By studying, you get job, you get money, and we have enough money, you don't need to study. So these two sons of Kubera, they were not studying. Chanakya Pandit said, a father who does not educate his children, he is the enemy of the children. So every parent must educate their children. So same way Kubera, he tried his best to educate his children. They were admitted in all different Gurukula and they got thrown out because of their bad behavior. So finally one day he was very upset, Kubera. He went to meet Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva asked him, what happened? Today you are very morose. What had happened? Then he said, what had happened? How, he wants his children to be educated, but they are such a rascal that I want to. So he asked, can you educate them? He said, all right, send them. So Lord Shiva has Gurukul going on there, and in that Gurukul, great personality they come. So this Kubera's son were also coming. So as you all know, they went for tuition to Lord Shiva. And they were sitting on the last bench. You all must be knowing that when in school, college, the intelligent boy, they sit front bench, right? And the Bhodur number 1, the lazy one, they sit last bench and slowly they move out because they're not interested. So these guys were also same. And Lord Shiva is teaching and they walked out. So one day they had planned to have picnic. And there they, have picnic where they have called the damsel of heavenly planet, all the Apsara. And, for picnic, if there is a party means wine must be there, otherwise you have party. Party means wine. And even in India nowadays, if there is any party, if there is no wine, that has nobody will come. Nowadays, even a wedding party, even a wedding, they have to have a separate section. And girls to serve. So they have got this Apsaraj to serve them. So that day, they drank the Baruni wine and they were intoxicated. And they were singing cinema song, Prabhupada said cinema song. They were singing cinema song and like that. After some time, they enter in Alkananda. So the Ganga comes with 3, different flow. Stream is there. One is called Alkananda, other is called Mandakini, and other is called Bhagirathi. And when they come to Dev-Prayag, all 3, there is Sangam, and then becomes Ganga. So they were in Mandakini, and they were naked. The girls were also naked. So one day, same day, Narad Muni, Yadrikshaya, the word has come was Yadrikshaya, by the will of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narad Muni was going by that side. And when he saw, these two sons of Kubera, Nalakubara and Manigriva, and he felt pity on them. So he decided to cure them, curse them. Prabhupada in purport he writes that may appear as a curse. Curse is very bad. But that curse was the mercy of Narad Muni. And Prabhupada tells that how sometime a child who is sleeping for long and he had to take some medicine. Sometime father pinches him to wake up, to take the medicine. Same way that curse of Narad Muni was like pinching to them, to come to their consciousness, to their senses. So they were so intoxicated, because there are 4 kinds of intoxication. As Mother Kunti describes, Janma, Istvarja, Sruta, Sribhi, Edhamana, Madapuman. Janma means birth in aristocratic family, like Brahman family. Janma, Ishwarja means lot of opulence. Sruta, well educated. And Sribhi, the beauty. The 4 are something which will make person totally intoxicated. So, by seeing the activities of them, Narad Muni decided to cure them. And then there are 15 slokas. In 5 slokas, Narad Muni gives the side effect of extra wealth. What happened if you have, too much wealth? So I was thinking to go over, but it will take a long time. But however, I will take 1 or 2 sloka. And 5 sloka talks about the, how the person who has no wealth, how do they behave? How a person who has wealth, they behave. And other 5 sloka describes that how somebody who has no wealth, how they behave. And then considering their, situation, Narad Muni finally cursed them. So, like Sri Narada Uvacha, Nahi Anyo Jusate Jusyan Buddhi Bhranso Rajo Gunaha Srimada Adibhi Jatya Yatra Istri Dhuta Savasaha. There are 4 places, as I said, which makes people intoxicated. Wealth, beauty, education, and birth in aristocratic class. He said, Nahi anyo jusato jusyan buddhi bhranso rajo guna. Out of all these things, he said, Srimada is somebody who has a lot of wealth. So wealth is worse than all other 3 things. There are 4 things which makes person mad or intoxicated or proud. The wealth is the worst one. He said, Nahi, he means certainly, Anyo jusato josyan. Nothing attracts in this material world, or nothing destroys the brain of somebody as this extra wealth. And then he said, due to their extra wealth, they do not care for committing sin. Hanyante paso yatraha nirdaye ajitatmabhi manyamaner ivah deha jara mritu naswaram. For satisfying their senses, they become nirdayi. They become cruel. Ajitatmanaha. Their senses are not controlled. And they commit all kind of sin, meditating, gambling, intoxication, illicit sex, everything. Manyamaner iram mannamane imam deha, mannamane imam deha, ajara mritu naswaram. They think because of the wealth, imam deha, this body, he said, I will not become old, I will not die, I am, I will always remain. But they are full. They do not know that end of the day, the body is Nashwaram. It is going to be destroyed. So, and for this body, they will do anything, but they do not know the ultimate goal of the body. That Deha Sangita Pyantehe Krimi Bid Bhasma Sangitaha Bhuta Druka Tassirse Swartham Kim Veda Nirayo Yataha. They said these people are so full that they do not know that when the body dies, the ultimate goal of body is four. And that the fourth thing he says about krimi. When body is criminated, then a small worm will eat. Bida, when it is thrown, then the animal will eat and pass a stool. Bhasma, and when it is burned, it becomes ashes. This is the ultimate goal of this body. But they do not know the real goal, and thus they commit sin, and end of the day, they go to the hell. They think the body is mine. But really, do we think the body is mine? This is such an illusion. There are many people who are disclaimer of this body. As soon as a child is born, mother, father say, my son. The grandfather is there, say, my grandson. If brothers are there, my brother. Sister is there, my brother. If go maternal uncle side, nana, nani, they'll say, my grandchild. Like that, if any neighbors are there, it's my neighbor, new neighbor has come. And then when the boy of the body grows up a little bit, start going to school, college, school, then he'll find many friends, they say, my friend. And when you grow up, become young boy, fortunately, unfortunately, when he gets married, then wife says, my husband. That is the strongest one. Other one may, but my husband is the strongest one. She takes away all the relation from everybody. Brother, sister, mother, father, my husband. She has only claim. So, this way, this is the deham kimanna datum swam. Yes. This body belongs to whom? Kim annadatu. Somebody who is serving somebody, annadata, one who is giving him butter and bread. He said, he is my servant. This body belongs to him. Swa nisaktustu matare macha. Then, mother, father, they claim, my son. Matu pitu huwa. Matu pitu means father of my mother. He thinks this is my. And death is waiting. Death thinks this is mine. And after death, kretur agne sunopiva. Either we bury the body, then worm, they think the mine. Agne, the fire is waiting, it's mine. And if thrown, then say sunopiva, the dog and jackal, they eat. So these are the different things he talked about, the side effect of the wealth that people do not know. Then he said, asataha srimadandhasya dradyasya paramanjanam. Now these two children of Kubera, they are blinded with wealth. So what is the best way? They are blinded because of wealth. They are saying hate sin, not sinner. So they are not sinner. The object which I made them sinner is wealth. So he said, asataha srimadandhasya these two sons of Kubera, such a fool, they do not understand what is right and what is wrong. And what is the right, what is the cause of their foolishness? Said, Sri Madandasya. Due to the wealth, they have become blinded. Then he said, Daridyasya param anjanam. Then, best thing, take out the air from the tire. Take out the wealth. He said, Daridryam. Poverty is only param anjanam. Anjana means, what do you call? The lady they put kajal, right? We sing Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya. Jnana Anjana. The same Anjana here. So, Anjanam. Param Anjanam. If somebody is rich, make him poor. That's only one way that he will understand. कहते हैं ना कि जो गरीब होता है वही गरीबों का भाव समझ सकता है, धनी नहीं समझ सकते हैं. Then he gave example कि जिसको कांटा चुभता है ना वही कांटे का दुख समझता है. यथा कंटम कंटकम विद्यांतो जंतो निचिताम व्यथाम. जिसको कांटा लगता है वही कांटा का दुख समझता है. So this way he goes on, talking about Daridrata, and then talks about Narad Muni. Sukadeva Goswami talks that Narad Muni, although he is saintly person, the sadhunam samchittanam mukunda charaneshritam, one who is sadhu, they are always thinking about Mukunda, and they have no discrimination of rich man or poor man. Samchittana. But still, it is better the poor people, they accept Krishna consciousness easily than a rich person. See, a rich person, he has too much wealth. Plus, he has greed for more wealth. Plus, he has pride of the wealth. Three things, keep in mind. First, he has wealth, greed for the wealth, and pride of the wealth. Poor person, he has no wealth. He has greed for the wealth. He also works very hard, but he has no pride. So it is easy to preach to somebody who is poor. Rich people, they think by money I can buy Krishna. Why I have to become Hare Krishna? And you see, among our congregation or devotees who has become devotees, they are either middle class or upper middle class or poor class, like that, or Mirgari class, This kind of people, they become devotee. Hippies, Mirgari class. Hippies are Mirgari class. They become devotee. Rich people like Amrish Prabhu and hardly few. So, that's why I work with the challenge. Go to rich people, preach them, make them devotee. That is the biggest challenge. Go and preach them. Talk to their pride. And secret of that is always be truthful. Call their bluff. Not that Narad Muni has not gone to rich people. He has gone people like Hiranyakashipu. He has gone to Kansa. He has preached to everybody and made them devotee. So devotee are samchittanam. They are equal to everyone. So this way Narad Muni felt pity on them. Yad imo lokapalasya putro bhutva tamaplutau na nivasasam atmanam vijanitam sudurmadau. These two son of Kubera, Lokapalasya, idau imam, Lokapalasya putro, they are the son of the protector of the direction, not direction. But today they are so intoxicated, they are naked, they don't care for anything. Since they are naked, looks like when Narad Muni is passing by, all the Apsara, when they saw Narad Muni coming, immediately they went and dressed. But these two sons, they remained naked. So he said, Sa vivasaha sam atmanam. They have no covering on their body, they are naked. They are sudurmadau, they are full number one. So what do they need? He says, Ato arhat asthavaratam syatam naiva yatha puna. The best thing for them that they want to remain naked. So let them remain, let them become tree. Asthavaratam. Asthavar means one who doesn't move. He said, Smriti syan mahat prasadena. But he said, by my mercy, they will have remembrance who were they and how they became tree. Tatrapi mad anugraha, and that will be that is the great mercy of Narad Muni. So today, in evening time, I will speak on this one, what is the curse and what is anugrah of Narad Muni. Curse means curse and anugrah means mercy. So which one is the curse and which one is the mercy? When they became tree, is that is the curse or anugrah? And when they got delivered, that is curse or anugrah, that is mercy or curse. So today class will be on this one in evening time, and this way they will be delivered. Today will deliver the Kubera and Manigriva. So when Narad Muni cursed them, then they realized that we did some mistake, and therefore obeisance start begging from the Lord. Then Narad Muni said, Vasudevasya sanidhyam labdhavam divsa rakshate brite lokvatam bhuyo labdha bhakti bhavishyati vishyatah. So he said, now after they fell down, then Vasudevasya sanidhyam labdhava divya sarakshate. He said, after 100 years of your, means demigod, you will be fortunate to have audience with Vasudeva, Krishna. And because of his mercy, you will obtain devotion, and this way you will go back home, back to Godhead. So this was the curse of Narad Muni. Narad Muni curse, and thereafter what happened, that we will be talking tonight. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Damodar Bhagavan ki jai. Yes. You all can, if you want, join what is Devaki Nandan Das Mumbai, right, Ajinta? Yeah, it will be on YouTube. All right. I think I went very fast. 2 chapters I had to finish. Because first time, so I had to, otherwise, usually I go sloka by sloka. And each sloka is very deep meaning. So any question anybody had? Otherwise, time for prasadam. Yes.
You said that devotees are at a very high position. But similarly, our family members also should be considered like a high. Because what happens that we give a lot of respect to the devotees, but sometimes we don't behave similarly with our family members. So,
Yes, you are very right. We should respect even an ant. And that is Krishna consciousness. If you become devotee, then we don't like to hurt anybody. Look at Mrigari. One point he was enjoying when he was seeing the half-killed animal, right? He said, my name is Mrigari. Proudly he said, my name is Mrigari. When I kill the animal and half-killed, and when they struggle, I be joyful. But by the mercy of Narad Muni, he got devotion. And later on when Narad Muni came, he was going to Narad Muni, but he couldn't run straight. He was going like this way. And even when he saw his spiritual master Narad Muni, usually disciples should offer Sastang Danvat. But he couldn't do even Sastang Danvat. Then Parvat Muni asked, what happened? What happened? How come? We saw you were walking, you were running like this, not a straight way. And he didn't even, so what happened? So he said, my dear sir, when I was running, I saw so many ants were there. So I could not step up over them. So I was saving them and running. And even here, I wanted to offer my sastang danvat to both of you, but I could not do because so many ants are there. And then Parvat Muni started dancing of the glory of devotion. The same Mrigari. One day, when the half-killed animal were struggling, he was enjoying. And today, he did not want to hurt even an ant. That's a real devotee. Devotee means who doesn't want to hurt anyone. What to say about other devotee? What to say about our own parents? One mother who has given birth to us. The father who has struggled so hard to maintain us. And the grandfather, grandparent, their blessing is there with us. The brother who are like bhuja, two arms. So everyone is important. Only we are less important. If we have this mentality, then only we are eligible to go back home, back to Godhead. Any other question?
When a devotee does not have wealth, then how should the devotee think? Because sometimes it is not easy to be in a position without wealth.
Wealth belongs to Narayana. Lakshmi belongs to Narayana. And Krishna has given us enough wealth to maintain body and soul together. The day we took birth, Isavasa idam sarvam yat kinchityam jagat ten taktena hunjitham agridha kasyanidhanam. Krishna gave enough. Krishna provides today also to needy, not to greedy. The problem is that we have become greedy. And we see everybody with that eyes of greedy. With greedy eyes. Then we try to say somebody has wealth, we do 10 times Hare Krishna. We meet. And somebody has no wealth, then people they go sideways. That's only greed. That's real Maya. Wealth, Krishna has provided for everyone. Prabhupada gave example that there are thousands of elephants in forests of Africa. Are they going to any factory? Are they having problem of the wealth? They have enough to eat. So Krishna has provided us. Nobody remains hungry in this world. Just have to have faith. When we took birth, who arranged the milk in our mother breast? Did we plan? Did our mother plan? Did our father plan? If Krishna can arrange that day, why not today? Have faith. We don't have faith. Therefore, the process of Krishna consciousness is to increase our faith, Vishwas. Avastya rakhibe Krishna, Vishwasapalam. Have faith. Krishna will protect us. Okay? Any other question? Yes? You have any question? All right. So now time for prasadam. I am hungry. My timing is between 1 to 2. If I don't get